in a convoy, organized it, and I got to ride in it. How cool is that? Well, guys, I will have to say, what happened today, that was actually a dream come true. Because until now, I've only been able to watch, video clips and, whatever was to be found on Twitter to appreciate and realize and experience what is going on here in Canada and today. And I'm so, gosh, I'm actually lacking the words. You guys really put me in a convoy, organized it, and I got to ride in it. How cool is that? And as I was sitting on this rig, driving, on roads, and people lining, up an overpass, waving flags and greeting us. That was, like I said, a dream come true. And it put me right back into November of 1989, when the wall in Germany came down and GDR crumbled and the Soviet totalitarian rule just came crashing down. Because back then, I was lining the streets and I was greeting all of those citizens from GDR who really were citizens of Germany as they passed the border in their trubbies. And I cheered on, I greeted them, we popped I don't know how many bottles of champagne to greet them. Because you might know that my parents were born in Thüringen, which is a part of former GDR. They were born in the 20s. My dad did go off to war. He was drafted as he was 16, and he fought a war for Nazi Germany, but he didn't have a choice of doing it. He was freaking 16 years old. He was a kid himself. But the war ended, and luckily Nazi Germany lost. Because I can't even imagine a world in which Nazi Germany would have won. I would have never wanted to live in a world like this. So yes, Nazi Germany lost, and they rightly did so, because they were a totalitarian regime. And then Germany was, as you know, was parted. There was the western part and there was the eastern part. And I will tell you, there's a lot of people right now, in this day, they actually kind of think that communism is a good idea and that communism is what we should all aspire to establish. Let me tell you, no way, never, ever. Because that's the thing. No matter what goals anyone is trying to achieve, they might be the super brilliant goals for humanity and all of that kind of stuff. But let me tell you this one thing. You do not recognize totalitarianism by the goals they're trying to achieve. It's always about the methods they're willing to imply and to implement that renders a system totalitarian. And that's actually what we're seeing today. So forget all about this, gender equality and, the equality in and of itself. Do not. It will always lead to totalitarianism. And that's what I've made my mission to fight. Because my dad, he was prisoned to 25 years of hard labor in one of the most horrific prisons you can imagine in GDR. He was arrested by the Russians, he was tried by the Russians, he was sentenced by the Russians, and he was imprisoned by the Russians. 25 years of hard labor at age 22. So his life was practically over. For what? He stood up for freedom, democracy, and the rule of law. And that's what got him imprisoned. So please do not buy into this BS that communism or socialism or equality will give you a better world. It won't. I stand here and I'm telling you because I've been so close to this. Never, ever is anyone taking away your freedom, individual freedom, redefining words to make some better world. Never ever will that lead to actually living in a better world. And I'm telling you, because I've been there and I've done that. Do not do this. So when you are listening to your governments promising you this better world, if you only got vaccinated, no. It was a scheme. It really was a scheme to just get you to compliance. And that's what it's all about. With this whole COVID madness, it was never about public health. It was never about, breaking any waves. It was always about breaking people. And all of you that are standing here today, I'm pretty convinced you did not break. And that makes you so special. And I also have to say, what you guys pulled off here for me today, I actually got to sit in a rig, being part of a freedom convoy. Oh my God, that was a dream come true. And second. The thing is, to me, February 20th is a very special day. Because 7 years ago, I was in a horrible accident. And a truck actually completely smashed me up, mangled me. And it is a miracle that I'm even alive today. There were so many ways for me to die that night, so many ways. And if I hadn't died then, there were so many other ways. I could have lost my leg, I could have been paralyzed for life, brain damage, lost my eyesight. So many ways for me to be not here anymore. but I survived. And to be able to sit in a truck on this day and do it on a freedom convoy, oh my God. Seriously? And you know what? I thank all the people that made this possible for me today. On this February 20th, made this possible. I will be eternally grateful to anyone who made this possible. And I will also be eternally grateful for you guys, for the freedom truckers. I will never tire to say, it was you. It wasn't me. It was you guys. You made it all possible. You showed the world what freedom looks like, and you stood up for those who couldn't. So, thank you very much. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much you have actually served the people. You have no idea how much hope you gave to the people around the world, because that's what they needed. They all felt totally left alone, and they all felt in isolation. And it got to a point where they even thought, I'm probably the only one who thinks this is kind of madness, what is going on here. And then you guys happened. The freedom truckers happened. And that changed the whole thing. So for us, sitting in Parliament, doing our job, taking this whole scheme down, it's thanks to you. So it is you I'm applauding here today, and it is you I am thanking here today. You guys are awesome, and I will love you for the rest of my life. Thank you so much. Und Recht und Freiheit für das deutsche Vaterland. Lasst uns alle glücklich streben für das deutsche Vaterland. Einigkeit und Recht und Freiheit sind des Glückes Unterpfand. Blühen Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland. Blühen Glanze dieses Glückes, blühe deutsches Vaterland. And God bless Canada!